every year, one thing always fascinates me about Halloween, and that's when people dress up as characters that they don't really understand. That's probably a big example of this really would be Joker and Harley Quinn, using them as a couple's costume. Now, I think Joker and Harley Quinn separately are great characters. I think they're fantastic. But there's a difference between that and a couple's costume between the two of them. Because as a couple, Joker and Harley Quinn are absolutely horrible. And they're in a toxic relationship that's not good. Now, Harley was invented for the Batman animated series back in the 90s as sort of a psychic character for Joker. We don't know why she does what she does, why she's with Joker. It makes no sense. Because Joker is a narcissistic psychopath. And Harley is not that. And you can see that as the show grows. And she eventually does go into the comic book world and stuff too. And this opens up a little bit more about her. And the show also opens up more about her too. And you find out that her real name really is Harley Quinzel. And she's Dr. Harley Quinzel, by the way. A very, very smart psychologist who really didn't have a good home life. She was kind of mistreated horribly, I guess you could say, as in a home life. And growing up, it didn't get much better for her. So she was always fascinated with why people did what they did, why psychopaths, sociopaths do what they do. And so that's fascinating to her. She gets a degree and then goes into Arkham Asylum to basically be around these people that she's fascinated by. And that's when she meets Joker. Helps him escape. Long story short, they get together. And we don't understand why that happens. Well, it's really because of the fact that Joker knew what to play. He saw the interest. He saw what emotions to play and used it against her. And continued to use emotion against her in spite of beating her all the time, talking down to her, saying she lost to nothing, like all these horrible things. And he could do any of that he wanted to, and she kept sticking around because she had love. It was manufactured love that he put inside of her mind to think she had. She didn't really have love for him. She had fascination with him. And he turned that. Because manipulators like that are very good at going against people who have a lot of emotion that Harley has. Which is kind of interesting because most people who are empaths or have big emotions are the easiest people for people like that to target in real life. And it's kind of funny how Harley understands this later on and kind of breaks away. And although it's understandable for her and she knows why she's doing what she's doing, she still has trouble staying away. Just like real women in real life who still struggle to stay away from these horrible men that treat them in a bad, bad way. Women should very much stay away from these horrible people. And I understand why we see people do what they do, but it's even harder for someone who has such a high emotional range. And Harley is like that. So, Harley proves that women can escape these horrible situations in life and go on to do great things. To go from being the villain that someone makes you to being a hero that you really are. And that's what makes her great. But don't be a couple with someone like Joker for Halloween when you know Harley is better than that.